You're listening to Bark and Wag's 15-Minute Vet Talk. Each week, your host, Polly Requa, interviews veterinarians and individuals in the pet industry from across the nation answering pet questions. Bark and Wag podcast is produced weekly for your enjoyment, and show notes can be found at barkandwag.com under the podcast tab. That's BARKNWAG.com. Please remember to subscribe to Bark and Wag 15-Minute Vet Talk.
Welcome to Bark and Wag 15-Minute Vet Talk. I'm your host, Polly Requa. Today we're talking to Cindy Myers, animal listener and intuitive coach. Welcome, Cindy.
Hi, Polly.
It's so great to have you back.
Thank you.
We took some time off just due to the fact that Chuck the Pug was sick, and I know that you have put your healing powers to him, and I appreciate that. But I wanted to find out what's going on with you in October.
Well, I've been teaching webinars lately, and I've got two coming up. One, October 3rd, is focused on animals, and it's called Animals and Emotions. And I talk a lot about in that one how the animals' emotions, how they work in animals, and then how they impact both their behavior and physical issues. And then during the webinars, I do demos and do some readings, and people can send me in pictures of their pets, and I can share them on the screen, so the listeners, the participants of the webinar can see the pets that I'm reading. So that's a lot of fun. And then October 17th, I have one that's geared towards humans, or as I call us, two-leggers. And that one is an intuitive listening webinar. And that one we are going to be covering, the topic is words matter.
Okay. And is there a certain time that the webinars are going on?
Yeah, it's at 6 p.m. Pacific time, and I have a link, or if you go to my website and my events page, there's links to register for those webinars. I use Zoom, so you get the Zoom link to log in after you register. Then they're both free.
Oh, okay. And do you want to give your website address so that
Sure.
people can register? And I'll also put the link on the show notes.
Sure, it's www.beananimallistener.com is my homepage, and then /events to get to the events page where the webinars are listed.
Great. So we'll definitely advertise that. Let me just take a break for our host, and I'll be right back. This is Polly Requa, host of Bark and Wag 15-Minute Vet Talk. Today we're talking about Rover.com. Rover.com is our sponsor. Rover.com is the largest network of 5-star pet sitters and dog walkers in the United States. Rover.com offers in-home dog boarding, pet sitting, dog walking, and even doggy daycare. Rover.com has an app that allows you to search, book, favorite, and even pay. It's so easy. Our family is super busy. I have 2 girls in competitive sports. If I can't take the dogs to a sports event, I go on Rover.com and find a dog sitter. I can do a free meet and greet. I can review a detailed profile and review of the sitter. And every booking is insured. If you're a dog owner, you must check out Rover.com. Get $25 off your first booking by visit Rover.com/VetTalk. That's Rover.com/VETTALK, and you will receive $25 off. Rover.com is on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. When in need of a service to help you with your dog, use Rover.com. For $25 off your first booking, visit Rover.com/VetTalk. Today we're talking to Cindy Myers, animal listener and intuitive coach. How do you like doing the webinars?
You know, it's a lot of fun. I get some good questions from people. We range in a lot of topics, from animals that have different issues, or people just curious to what they're thinking or feeling. Some have, I get a lot of potty issues sometimes. But different topics come up, and it's always different every time, which I may cover similar information, but when it comes to doing the readings, something new comes up every time. And it's different species, too. It's dogs, cats. We had some birds last time, which was fun. So it's a lot of different information that comes through, and the personalities are, are pretty cute on some of them. And then we also occasionally get an animal that's either at end of life or has crossed over, and I'll tap into them.
Oh, and so how many people can you have on the webinar? Do you have a limit?
I think I'm at 100, so I have plenty of space usually.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I certainly appreciate your time and letting us know about the October webinars, and we look forward to having you back and finding out what webinars are coming up in the future.
That's great. I always have fun talking to you, Polly.
All right. Well, thank you very much, and we'll have you back.
Okay.
Thank you for listening to Bark and Wag's 15-Minute Vet Talk. If you like what you just heard, we hope you'll pass along our web address, www.barkandwag.com, to your friends and other pet owners. Have a pressing question for a veterinarian? Ask your question at barkandwag.com under the podcast tab. This has been a KFR production. Join us next time for another edition of Bark and Wag's 15-Minute Vet Talk.